BMD Constructions, Bow River Bridge Upgrade. The existing single-lane low-level bridge over Bow River was frequently overtopped by floodwaters, cutting off the only sealed access between Broome and Wyndham. BMD constructed a new 249-metre-long, 10-span and 2-lane concrete bridge, approach embankments and road, improving safety and enhancing flood resistance. BMD overcame unique conditions of an extremely remote location and a tight program with an immovable end date due to the onset of the wet season. The risk of the project extending into the wet season and the catastrophic effects of flooding on the project was the single greatest risk managed by the project team. Ultimately, BMD set new benchmarks in community engagement, training initiatives and safety performance in an extremely remote part of Western Australia. The project is a cultural and social success due to BMD's focus on meeting unprecedented targets for Indigenous engagement by supporting reconciliation and making valuable contributions to leave a lasting legacy within 2 Aboriginal communities. Downer EDI Works, Murdoch Health and Knowledge Precinct, Stages 1A and 1B Civil Works. Downer developed 6 commercial lots within the Fiona Stanley Hospital Precinct, a highly visible and heavily congested brownfields environment presenting a wide range of environmental, safety and stakeholder management constraints. Managing utility relocations was key to the successful delivery of the project. The biggest challenge was the redundant 760mm water main, 80 metres long, coated in asbestos tar and cutting directly through the middle of the site. On a 24-hour shutdown, the main was drained of millions of litres of water and new bends were welded into place. This was all done 4 metres deep in trench boxes, working around the clock. Another major challenge was extending the existing drainage storage basin, which was bordered by the freeway and off-ramps, allowing minimal access for the removal of excess material. The impact of the complexities and challenges that arose on the project was significantly minimised thanks to strong communications, planning and relationships. The Highway Construction Album Operations Joint Venture and Main Roads WA, NEC3 Great Northern Highway Upgrade, Pathara Section. This project was the first time the NEC3 contract was used on a major infrastructure contract in WA. NEC3 represents a new way of thinking between the contracting parties, requiring a more proactive project management approach. The project's start date was delayed by close to 6 months while awaiting federal environmental approvals. To make effective use of the downtime, Main Roads and the HAJV developed an early works management plan to source high-risk, long lead time materials. A sustainable water management strategy was developed to overcome water scarcity issues in the region. Material to produce crushed road base was sourced in an old gold mine nearby, which had granite rock in stockpile. The granite waste was also used for culvert rock protection and subsoil aggregate trenches throughout the project. An outstanding sustainability outcome, as using natural gravel would have meant disturbing an additional 8 hectares of pristine farming land. Rob Carr, Bayswater Main Drain Relocation. The Bayswater Main Drain provides stormwater discharge for the Bayswater Industrial Area, flowing through a residential area, bird sanctuary and into the Swan River. A section of the drain underneath the Perth Midland rail line had to be relocated to allow construction of the Bayswater dive structure for the Forestfield Airport Link project. The original design called for a launch pit constructed from sheet piles. Rob Carr's proposal to use a caisson presented multiple benefits. It allowed the tunnel boring to be performed from a dry pit and formed a more integral structure for work and access. Most importantly, the caisson could be converted from a launch pit to the head wall structure and apron for the new main drain, with environmental, cost and time benefits. Robcar organised design and construction of the caisson within the very short time available. Robcar's project team worked closely with the clients to ensure this critical project was delivered within the rigid rail closure window without compromising on quality.